back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to make Spritz cookies. Spritz cookies are another one of those favorites that we had when we were growing up. It was a favorite Christmas cookie and we always made them at Christmas time. It's a very simple cookie. So there's the things that you would use to make Spritz cookies are things that you would find in your cupboard every day. Things like flour, sugar, baking powder, salt, eggs, vanilla, very, very simple stuff, so you don't have to run to the store and buy special ingredients for it. So let's get started. The first thing I like to do is I use Crisco instead of butter. Now, normally for one batch of Spritz, you would just use 1 cup of shortening or butter, but I'm going to double this batch because we go through these so fast. I make one batch and they're gone. So I'm going to double it today. So I've got 2 sticks of Crisco. I like to use the butter flavor Crisco because I think it just gives it a little bit better flavor. All right, so first of all, we've got the Crisco, and then I'm going to add the sugar. Now, you would use normally 3/4 cup of sugar, but I'm going to use a cup and a half because I'm doubling everything here. Just remember that. Okay, so we're going to get the mixer going. Got our Crisco in there, and I'm going to add the sugar in gradually because you want to cream this first. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just put all that in. Take too long with this mixer. It's a nice KitchenAid mixer that works really great. Okay, yeah, let's do a little bit more. Get that creamed really well. All right, that's looking like it's creamed really well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eggs. I have 2 eggs in here. Again, remember this is doubling, so we would only have 1 egg. That will go in next to this mixture. While that's going, I'm also going to go ahead and add my vanilla. Okay, again, this is 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I would normally use 1, obviously, because we are doubling. All right, let that get mixed in. I'm going to stop it just for a second so that I can scrape some of the stuff off the sides. Normally this gets in really, really great. It's a good mixer. But sometimes you just have to get the stuff pushed off to the side. So no matter what kind of mixture you're using, just want to get it pushed off to the side. Yeah, I can see some of that Crisco didn't get quite mixed in. So I'm going to push that a little bit under the beater, and we're going to set that going again for just a little bit. So I'm going to put this back up here and get going. Fluffy. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in the flour, the dry ingredients. Okay, shut that for a second. I've got in here 4½ cups of flour, so 2 1/4 would make 1 batch of this. This is the double. And then I'm going to put in my baking powder and my salt. Okay, so with the baking powder, I'm going to need 1/2 teaspoon of that for this double batch. So I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. And I need 1 full teaspoon of salt for the double recipe. So I'm going to get it out of my trusty salt pig here. I like my salt pig. Okay. All right. Now, because there's so much in this bowl and I want to just do it gradually, I'm just going to take some out in a cup. It's already measured out, so I won't be adding or packing any extra in here. So let's get this started. Not too fast. Okay. And we'll go ahead and add a bit at a time. You want to dump the whole thing at once because it doesn't mix as well then. So I just like to dump a bit at a time like this. And it gets pretty well mixed. As you can see, it's getting thicker in there. You can see through the cloud of powder there. All the flour in here. I think I can get the rest of this in like this. Okay. Get all mixed together. I'm going to stop it just for for a second so I can push some of the stuff that's come at the sides down. You can see it's getting quite a bit thicker in here. There's really not very many ingredients at all for this, and it does make a tasty cookie. All right, let's let that get mixed up really good. Pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look and see how it does, and see if there's any more mixing needs. Looks like it's mixed really well. I love the KitchenAid mixer. It's such an awesome mixer. Really mixes things up well and quickly. All right, so let me get this off of here and clean that off a little bit. Let me grab a knife and I'm gonna clean off the beater just a little bit here. Okay, get all that excess. Okay, so it's really quite easy just throwing these common everyday ingredients that you can find in your cupboard in to make this really delicious cookie. Okay, put this over here. All right, so now the next thing is we're going to get out our press. This is what makes this cookie fun, okay? All right, so get this over here. Now, what you need to make sure that you have a cookie press, okay? Just a common, easy cookie press. This one's metal. They have them in plastic as well, too. I'm going to go ahead and just put all of them in there. You want to just pack this in to the cookie press. You make sure that the end is all the way screwed down so you can get as much in there as possible. Now, sometimes you can actually take food color and you can add that, and you can make like colored Christmas trees, or you can make the pink poinsettias or things like that. I'm not going to do that today because I'm going to decorate with some sugar instead of doing the food coloring. Okay, you can use a variety of little molds to put on this, I guess you could say. I like to use the Christmas tree. This is a butterfly. We love the camel. He's one of our favorites. We like the dog. And then here's a cross. And so I'm going to go ahead and, because these are going to be Christmas cookies, I'm going to go ahead and use the Christmas tree one. That's one of my favorites here. So we get that set in there good. And then we screw this on the top here. And then it's time to go ahead and get these on a pan. All right. Now, let me get some of that stuff out there. All right, so normally you don't really need to spray the pan because they come off really well. If you have like a non-stick pan, it's fine. You don't need to do that. This is a Nordic ware pan too, and it's just a really great pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do a set of Christmas cookies, Christmas trees. So I like to make sure that I get this so it's the plunger part is pushed all the way to where the dough is, and then just so it's just very slightly coming out. You can see where it's right there. It is. Okay, it's ready to go. So the easiest way is if you can just kind of get down, you kind of look and you can kind of see where it comes down. Yep, then it doesn't want to come off. So there we go. All right, so just have to make sure that you watch it when it comes off. So now it's ready to go, so I can just give it a little twist like that, little quarter twist, and the trees come out looking really, really cute. Just make a plate of a pan of trees. Okay. This little pan of trees is going to take up most of this that I put into here. I think that's about all we can put on for today. We'll go ahead and stop with that. Okay, so now we got these little trees on here. They're looking really cute. And I'm going to take some powdered sugar, or not powdered sugar, what I'm saying, some colored sugar, some little crystals. These are just little green crystals that add edible decor. And I'm going to just put a little bit in my hand because if I dump the whole thing, it's going to get everywhere. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on each one of these. Make it real cute. Okay, so I got little green trees. You don't have to be too careful with this. It's going to get on the pan anyway, so who cares? Okay. Yeah. Okay, and I think just to top it off, we'll do some of these cute colored ones too. So I'll just put a little bit of those in my palm and sprinkle those on as well. I like these. I think they're really festive looking and cute. Like I said, that some people put food coloring. I used to do that once in a while, just to have little green trees and they look really super cute. But I'm just gonna do a little white trees. They taste the same. Okay, there we go. So we've got them decorated up. And then we are going to put them in the oven. Oh, I forgot one. Let's put a little bit of this on this guy. Sorry about that, dude. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, so these are gonna go into the oven, 350 degrees, and we're gonna go for about 10 minutes and see what happens. So we'll see you back in 10. Okay, and I think we're about ready to come out. And here they are. We wound up going 12 minutes rather than 10 minutes. I think that worked out better. Just give them a little bit extra. You basically want to take them out when you see them getting a little bit brown on the edge down here on the bottom. You see how they come off so easy. You know, I didn't spray this pan and they just come right off. Okay, and they're so tasty. Everybody loves them. It's just such an easy little cookie to make. So if you're interested, want to learn how to make these cookies, or you like the recipe, just check or look at the link. Click the link in my description, and that will take you to the recipe for this and for some of the other things we've made. Almost ready. Just got these off. Yeah, sliding around. And the last couple. All right. All right, well, thanks for watching. And we'll be back with another favorite of mine. Have a good day. We'll see you. Bye.